An Asian Development Bank working paper from 2019 stated that Sri Lanka has a typical twin deficits economy. Twin deficits indicate that a country's production of tradable products and services is insufficient and that its national expenditures are more than its national revenues. However, significant tax cuts promised by Rajapaksa during the 2019 election campaign and implemented months before the COVID-19 pandemic, which decimated portions of Sri Lanka's economy, hastened the current problem. Due to the pandemic's devastating effects on Sri Lanka's valuable tourism industry and the remittances sent home by foreign employees, credit rating agencies rushed to downgrade Sri Lanka and virtually shut it out of the global capital markets. Due to the failure of Sri Lanka's debt management program, which was dependent on access to those markets, foreign exchange reserves fell by about 70% in just 2 years. The Rajapaksa administration's proposal to outlaw all chemical fertilizers starting in 2021, a decision that was later overturned, also hurt the nation's agricultural industry and caused a decline in the crucial rice crop. The nation has only $2.31 billion in reserves as of February, but it will have to pay back about $4 billion in debt in 2022, including a $1 billion international sovereign bond, ISB, that will mature in July. At $12.55 billion, ISB's account for the majority of Sri Lanka's foreign debt. Other significant lenders include the Asian Development Bank, Japan, and China. The IMF stated that the national debt had reached unsustainable levels and that the country's foreign exchange reserves were insufficient to cover short-term debt payments. In a review of the economy that was published last month, the IMF reports conclusion and the government's most recent actions, according to Citi Research, were insufficient to restore debt sustainability, clearly highlighting the necessity for debt restructuring. An IMF official said that talks with Sri Lankan authorities about a potential loan package will start in the coming days. Sri Lanka depreciated its currency significantly prior to approaching the IMF, which increased inflation and exacerbated the suffering of the populace, many of whom are dealing with hardship and long lines.